Does this sound like you? You're the person who carries everyone else's pain, but you hide your own. You're the one who shows up for others, but never asks anyone to show up for you. You listen to every story, every fear, every heartbreak, and then you cry alone at night, where no one can see. You're the one everyone goes to when their world is falling apart. You keep calm when everyone else is breaking. You'll fix, you comfort, you understand, and yet, when you're the one who's hurting, you just disappear quietly into your own silence. So, the question is, why? Why do you take care of everyone, but it feels like no one ever takes care of you? Psychology gives us a pretty painful answer. At some point in your life, you learn that your feelings don't matter, that your needs should always come last. That being the strong one was your only role, and that showing any vulnerability was dangerous. You learned that love is something you have to earn through. People like you often grew up in environments where you had to become the caretaker way too early. Maybe your parents were emotionally unavailable, or unpredictable, or just completely overwhelmed. Maybe someone in your family always needed saving, or fixing, or calming down. Maybe there was always this tension in the air. A tension you learned to dissolve by being the good one, the mature one, the one who never caused any problems. You see, children don't look at their family and say, wow, this is dysfunctional. They just think to themselves, I have to be strong. Primera abeto help. I have to hold everything together. And so, the child who should have been cared for becomes the caretaker. When that child grows up, they become the adult who loves too deeply, gives too much, and forgives way too easily, all while expecting nothing in return. Because deep down, there's a part of them that believes they don't deserve to ask for anything. That's why you can be surrounded by people, friends, co-workers, even family, and still feel so incredibly alone. You make everyone else feel seen, but no one truly sees you. You carry everyone's fears, but no one even notices yours. You're busy fixing the broken pieces in everyone else's life, but no one stops to ask how your own heart is doing. And yet, you keep going. You keep helping. You keep giving. You keep showing up. Because honestly, it feels easier to take care of others than to admit that you're the one who is in pain. There's another reason people like you pretend to be fine all the time. You learn that if you're not okay, everything around you falls apart. You were basically trained by trauma, by chaos, by emotional neglect to be the stable one, the anchor. So now, even when you're hurting, your first instinct is to protect everyone else from your pain. You put on a smile so others feel safe. You crack a joke so others don't worry. You say, I'm fine, so that no one asks any follow-up questions. You hide that heaviness in your chest because the last thing you want is to be a burden. Deep inside, you have this wound that's sometimes called self-it-s. What happens when you spend years making yourself smaller so that other people can feel more comfortable? And here's the painful truth. People rarely check on the strong ones. It's not because they don't care, but because you told them through your silence that you don't need anything. You've taught them that you're always okay, always capable, always the one holding it all together. But here, as the secret you've probably never said out loud, sometimes you wish someone would notice. You wish someone would just ask. You wish someone would stay after everyone else has walked away. Sometimes you just wish someone would look at you and say, hey, I know you take care of everyone, but for tonight, let me take care of you. People like you don't break loudly. You break quietly. It happens in the small moments no one sees. In the late night thoughts that keep you awake. In the exhausted sighs when you think you're alone. It's in the way your voice softens when you're hurt, or the way your body tenses up when someone asks if you're really okay. But here is something incredibly important I need you to hear. Your worth is not measured by how much you can carry. Your value is not determined by how much you give away. And your right to be cared for is not any smaller than anyone else's. You deserve rest. You deserve softness. You deserve support. You deserve someone who asks how you doing, actually sticks around to listen to the real answer. You deserve the exact same kind of love you keep giving so freely to everyone else. The psychology behind this pattern is simple, and it's heartbreaking. You learned to survive by being useful, by being needed, by being the one who always holds it together. But you don't have to earn love by carrying the world on your back. You don't have to be strong all the time. You don't have to hide your pain to be worthy of love. You don't have to be the caretaker forever. You are allowed to fall apart. You are allowed to ask for help. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to receive the same love you give, because taking care of everyone is a beautiful thing, but letting someone take care of you, that's healing. And the day you finally let yourself be held, be understood, and be cared for, that is the day you will realize something life-changing. You were never meant to carry all of this alone. If this resonated with you, you're not alone. Consider talking to a friend, a family member, or a mental health professional. Taking that first step can be the start of your own healing journey. Thank you for listening.